Krishna Shalita binti A. Rahman. My matrix number is 23LS23F2030. Today I want to present about promoting export and import entrepreneurs. Promoting export and import entrepreneur means encouraging and supporting individuals or business to be involved in international trade. This means helping them to sell local goods from other countries, which is called export, or to buy goods from other countries, which is called import. For example, if a Malaysian company sells batik to Indonesia, that is export because the company is selling its local product to another country. Through exporting, the company can introduce Malaysian culture and craftsmanship to the international market, attract new customers and earn foreign income. On the other hand, if a company in Malaysia buys materials or goods from China and sells them locally, that activity is called import. Importing allows local business to get high quality materials or products that may not be available in Malaysia. It also helps improve the variety of goods in local market and sometimes reduce production costs for local manufacturers. There are three main types of business involved in export and import activities. Each of them plays a different role in international trade and help local business in different ways. First, the Export Management Company or EMC. An export management company helps local produce sell their product to other countries. It works as a representative for the producer. The EMC takes care of everything such as finding foreign buyer, preparing export documents, and arranging shipping. It also helps with pricing and marketing. The company doesn't own the goods, it only provides service and earns a small commission for helping. For example, an EMC helps a Malaysian furniture company export its furniture to Australia. Second is Export Trading Company (ETC). An export trading company is different because it buys products from local produce and sells them to the foreign market. This means the ETC owns the goods and takes all the business risk. If the product sells well overseas, the company earns profit, but if doesn't, the company faces loss. ETC usually know what foreign buyers want and help connect local product to international market. For example, an ETC buys Malaysian batik from local produce and export it to Europe. And lastly, import and export merchant. An import and export merchant is an independent trader who does both importing and exporting using their own name and money. They are not working for any producer or company. They manage everything by themselves. They decide what product to buy from which country and where to sell them from for profit. They take full control and full risk. For example, a merchant may import clothes from China and sell them in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Elisha Erika binti Muhammad Subaidi and my number metric is 23DLS23F2064. And hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain the first step to establish an export and import business, which is get the business order. This step is very important because it involves getting a confirmed order from an international buyer. You need to promote your product and attract customers from other countries. Okay, there are several ways to get business order. Okay, the first one is join international trade fairs or exhibition. For example, the Madrid International Trade Exhibition in Kuala Lumpur. Entrepreneurs can meet distributors, importers, and buyers from different countries. Second, use online platforms such as Alibaba, TradeKey, or other global websites to reach buyers worldwide. You can also promote your product on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Okay, the third one is contact government agencies such as Madrid and SME Corp Malaysia. This agency can help you find potential overseas buyer and connect local business to global market. The fourth one is use B2B. B2B is what? B2B is business to business. This is a platform like Made in Malaysia or global sources to connect exporters and importers. Finally, offer product samples to buyers so they can check the quality before placing an order. By following these steps, you can build trust and create opportunities to expand your business internationally. Okay, the next steps is pick the right product to export. So what's mean for this? This is choosing the right product is very important because it determines your business success, market demand, and profitability. Okay, first, identify a product with export potential. For example, you can choose dry mee noodles because they have a long shelf life and are easy to store. This product is also suitable for Singapore's food culture, such as mee goreng or soup noodles. Second, make sure the product has good quality. Use premium wheat flour and halal certificate ingredients to meet export requirements. Also, make sure your product meets food safety standards such as HACCP and GMP. Okay, the third one is customize your packaging design. Create an attractive package with English and Malay labels and include important detail like nutritional information, expired date, and barcode. That's very important. Okay, the fourth one is conduct market testing. You can send sample noodle to Singapore to get customer feedback and then adjust your recipe or packaging based on their preference.
Finally, register your product for export. Obtain the halal certificate from JAKIM and the health certificate from the Ministry of Health. Then, list your product with the Metric Export Directory to make it easier for international buyers to find you. By following these steps, you can ensure that your product is ready, competitive, and appealing to the international market. The third step is to source the supplier. This section is key component for success in the business industry. This means finding reliable supplier who can provide consistent quality and quantity for your product. Having dependable suppliers is very important to make sure your business runs smoothly. First, work with local producers. For example, you can partner with noodle factories in Selangor for bulk production. This helps you secure a steady supply of a raw material such as flour, seasoning, and packaging. Second, ensure that your suppliers have the right certification. Choose supplier with halal, HACCP, and GMP certificates and make sure their facilities are regularly inspected for cleanliness and safety. The third one is maintain product consistency. This can be done by implementing quality control checks before every shipment, like testing for taste, texture, and packaging strength. The fourth one, build a long-term partnership with your suppliers. Sign a supply agreement to ensure stable pricing and stock. Also, encourage your suppliers to meet export standards required for international markets such as Singapore. Finally, support the local economy. Source ingredients from Malaysian farmers and local companies. This not only helps your business grow internationally, but also contributes to Malaysia's economic development. By sourcing the right suppliers, your export business can maintain high quality and reliability in every shipment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Maisara Aisyah binti Abdullah. My metric number is 23DLS23F2042. I will continue with the step. Okay, the next step is a D, price and product. Dynamic Noodle SDN BHD ensure that the product remains affordable and competitive in the Singapore market. The total production cost per pack is RM2.20, which is include raw materials such as flour and seasoning, packaging and labeling, as well as labor and utilities. For export and logistic costs, an additional 35 cents in include. This cover inland transport from the factory to Port Klang, sea freight to Singapore, and export documentation such as Form D, halal certificate, and the SFA permit. Therefore, the final export price is set at RM30 per pack, FOB Port Klang. In the Singapore retail market, the noodle will be sold at around 1 Singapore dollar and 50 cent, which is approximately 5 ringgit and 25 cent. The price remain competitive compared to other brands such as Maggi, 1 Singapore dollar and 50 cent, and Mami, 1 Singapore dollar and 40 cent. All the ingredients used are halal certificate and comply with GMP food safety standard to ensure high quality and consumer trust. The next step is find the consumer. Number 1 is a market research. Before entering the Singaporean market, Dynamic Noodle SDN BHD conduct market research to understand consumer demand, price range, and competitors such as Maggi and Mami. The company studies buying trends, especially among Malaysian resident and Muslim consumer in Singapore, who prefer halal certificate product with familiar flavor. Number 2, networking and business matching. Dynamics Noodle participate in international trade fairs such as Malaysia International Food and Beverage Trade Fair, also known as MIFP, then Singapore Food Expo and Asian Trade Fair organized by Matrix. Through this event, the company meets potential distributor, supermarket buyers and online retailer interested in importing Malaysian food product. Number 3, build long-term relationship. Once initial orders are confirmed, Dynamic Noodle focus on building trust through on-time delivery and consistent product quality, providing promotional discount for first-time buyers, then maintaining good communication via WhatsApp business and email. Lastly, offering flexible payment term for bulk order. This approach helped the company secure repeat orders and establish a stable distribution network in Singapore. And last, direct approach to potential buyers. Dynamic Noodle also send business proposal and product sample to major supermarket and online grocery platforms such as Sheng Siong Supermarket, NTUC FairPrice, and Redmart, also known as Lazada Singapore. The company attached brochure, price list, and halal certificate to show product credibility. And last step is get logistic down. Okay, for shipping method, Dynamic Noodle SGN BHD ships product from Port Klang, Malaysia to the Port of Singapore. Use sea freight, less than container load, suitable for medium quantity and more cost efficient than air freight. When demand increase, the company plan to shift to full container load for long-term cost saving. Next, for logistic company, shipping service are handled by DHL Global Forwarding, responsible for Malaysian export and Singapore import custom clearance, cargo insurance coverage, and real-time container tracking. So what is the document needed? The document is a commercial invoice, packaging list, bill of lading, certificate of origin, halal certificate, and health certificate.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Irfan Afan Rahim. My matrix number is 23DLS23F2000. So my parts of presentation today is Royal Malaysian Custom Department, so which is RMCD. So the main function is revenue collection, custom exercise and service tax. The second one is trade facilitation, simplifies import export and procedure. The third one is enforcement and compliance, prevents smuggling and integral trade. So the next is border protection and safeguard Malaysian trade routes. The last one is policy implementation, enforce custom and trade regulation. So next part is support to business. So support to business, we got first one is online system, which is a custom for faster clearance. The second one is a tax incentive and duty exemption for exporters and importers. The third one is promote transparent and fair trade. The last one, we got the strengthen Malaysian position as an ASEAN trade hub. So the next slide, which is the next part is we got Malaysia is External Trade Development Corporation, which is we know as Matrade. So Matrade, which is our main function is export promotion, organize international trade fairs and business mission. The next one is trade information and advisory, which is provide market intelligence and export the training. So the third one is networking and business matching, which is connect Malaysian exporter with global buyers. The fourth, capacity building and help SME enhance export lines. The last one, we got the trade facilitation, support trade documentation and export procedure. The next part is support to business. The first one is offer export grant and financial assistance. The second one is provide market insight through reports and database. The third one is organize trade fair like exhibition and online promotion. The last one, we got to encourage Malaysian companies to expand into the global markets. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Saya Sherwin Ganesan dari kelas DLS Sempabi. Nombor metrik saya 23 DLS 23 F2034. Today I want to talk about government agencies that supervise the handling of import-export that supporting their business opportunity. First of all, Ministry of International Trade Industry. MITI plays a major role in planning and developing Malaysia's international trade and industrial policies. It promotes businesses growth by encouraging Malaysian companies to explore import markets. MITI also negotiates trade agreements with other countries to create better opportunity for local exporters. Second, Ministry of Finance (MOF). MOF oversees the nation's financial management, including taxation on imports and exports. It ensures the trade policies support economic stability and sustainable growth. The ministry works closely with customs and trade bodies to maintain fair pricing and transparent financial system in trade. Finally, Department of Standard Malaysia (DSM). DSM ensures that imported and exported products meet required safety and quality standards. It helps Malaysian businesses comply with international standards, increasing their product credibility in global markets. By maintaining high product standards, DSM supports Malaysia's reputation as a reliable trading partner. That's all for me. Thank you.
In conclusion, promoting export and import entrepreneur is very important for Malaysia's company. It helps local business sell their product to other countries and buy goods from abroad. There are different types of export and import business such as EMC, ETC, and import and export machine. Each type has its own role in helping trade run smoothly. With support from the government, more Malaysian entrepreneurs can grow and compete in the global market.